Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Meticulous Talks' Invitational Tournament. I am, as always, Chris Cords. Today, my guest is.
I'm Pages.
Pleasure to have you, Pages.
Nice to see you again.
Absolutely. So this week, second of our quarterfinal matches, it will be Grandpa's versus Josh Stueck, or many of you may know him as Eminently Sensible, or
Ignore the topic.
Joshington, or whatever. Oh, did I forget to change the stream topic? Thought I had done it. Oh well. Yes. Sometimes you have multiple streams in one day and things get a little messed up. Anyway, per the usual format, just to remind people, it is a best of 3 event where the first match is core, the second match is harmony, and the third match, as required, is randomly chosen. 3 hours or 2 hours 45-minute time limit, and we'll let it go. Alrighty, so before we get into it, let's have a look at the decks that they are playing to start out. Josh is elected to play his Thorax farm list. Let's have a quick look at that. Mono yellow.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
All right, so this seems to be a farm list that's kind of been sticking around for the last 3, 4, 5 months or so.
I think so, yeah. It's had some time to, what's the word, marinate, perhaps?
I think it got overshadowed by all the Fluttershy decks, and then she got banned. So I think this has a chance to to surface again.
Yeah, very well could. And the deck that he's playing against will be Grandpa's Reanimator list.
Ooh, okay.
And I guess I have a good commentator to go with for that. You know a thing or two about Reanimator, right?
I actually know a bit about this exact matchup, because I have played both sides of it in practice and testing and whatnot. I don't think the lists are too different from when I was playing both sides, so let's take a look. All right, I see a full swing of Alicorns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Luna,
yeah.
Cadence, and Twilight.
Yes, that's right. And 6 Troublemakers, Agrogar, Pony Shadows to go with it. So some slight differences from what I play myself, but I think the general concept is still the same.
Yeah, and so I remember seeing this match at Non-Continentals, I think, and Grandpa's was playing blue-yellow, but functionally, it still comes down to a battle of essentially bounce effects versus Reanimator trying to get Golden Parachute and stuff online fast enough.
Yeah, the idea is you want to, as the Reanimator player at least, I think, is that you have to try to get threats on the board to stick. And once they stick, then the Thorax Farm player has a lot of trouble getting through. One of the most key cards against Thorax is, especially in this deck, is Limestone. Because that just neuters a lot of Thorax's power if you can get it to stick around.
Absolutely.
And
meanwhile,
on the other side, yeah, you've got things like Meadowbrook to get rid of, because this Reanimator list has some Troublemakers in it and a lot of resources that are important, especially Golden Parachute. Meadowbrook is pretty important here too, as well as Unsatisfactory Work. Well, actually, I'm not entirely sure if this. I gotta double check this Thorax list to see whether or not there are any Pegasi in it. Oh yeah, there are tons. Oh, it's fine. Because normally, because Thorax is not a Pegasi and Satisfactory Work doesn't really hit anything in the Reanimator list. But because there are, then that is very much online, and big friend should be scared.
Mm-hmm. All right, shall we get to it?
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I just had another look at the list and I found it pretty interesting. That especially because of the 3 Grogars and 3 Pony of Shadows, the Reanimator deck actually has a higher flip average, I believe. Just barely though, than the Thorax Farm deck.
Oh, should be interesting. All right, let us get to it.
I'm naming white.
Yes.
All right, so right off the bat,
Back to you.
there's
Okay.
white on student 6. I know Grandpa's and I have discussed or argued a lot about whether or not you would rather start orange or white. I like to start orange. He likes to start
and
white.
pink as well.
All right.
Interesting. And so, I mean, clearly
Two
both of
actions on
those
the floor,
colors are
draw
for
a
your
card.
Orchard Blossom.
Yes.
The
Yeah, pretty much.
Freaking students.
Or there's some other cards. I think
What do I think about
I
that?
like orange because you have the possibility of earlier plays, like maybe if you want to get a limestone pie out earlier.
Good to flip that early.
Mhm.
So I'll move to
The
football
white,
strategy.
you pick
Okay.
white if you want
And I'll
a better
play
chance to get some of your kind of mid-game cards
Sure.
up.
Sounds good.
I'll
sure.
attempt to confront Buckball.
You're good.
Thorax with an early confront. Flips over.
To you.
Yeah, that's like pretty much unstoppable.
Meanwhile,
Bunky
Grandpa's
boy.
has a couple of Orchard Blossoms in hand, and
two.
presumably will be playing to get those
And
out as soon
draw.
as possible. Can't do it quite yet, though.
Yeah, right now there's nothing in your hand that you can discard to guarantee that you hit something worthwhile. So kind of have to take a shot in the dark if you do want to play it. And starting out with parachute's very important as well.
I'm gonna bank and pass.
Fair enough.
There are some occasions in which I will actually just drop to 9 so I can drop the parachute into the discard pile immediately because there's no
Okay.
good
They
way
go
right
down
now
to
in his
the
hand to be able
yes.
to discard them.
Okay. I will take 2 actions, draw a card. Okay.
There's Yona off the top.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Very important.
That fact is a fact.
Yeah, Yono's the other
I'm going
super
to pay
problem
1
card against
to
this deck.
put a troublemaker at your problem.
Alright,
Okay.
we'll start with these.
I would then go to score phase, try
Go
to
for it.
confront Buckball.
Yep, that's fine.
Do you see which troublemaker that was? I was looking away.
It was,
I guess
I think it was Grogar.
waiting for those white 1 rec events.
Draw.
What is that problem on
So
the
another
other
white
on
one, that's right.
Grandpa's side? Is that infiltrating the hive?
It's yeah,
I
that's
can't-
infiltrating. Yeah.
Is that it?
And
Okay,
they're
I can't
mostly
like.
idiots.
Sorry, I can't really see it that well.
Sorry. My
But that's
apologies.
another way you can discard golden parachute actually, so makes it simpler.
Looks like he's gonna take the route in. Oh yeah.
Just
It's
thinking here.
worth pointing out.
think it's good.
We mentioned this to Grandpa's later. He's unaware of the fact that the card's
Let's
visible
try
as soon
Rainbow
as you
Generator.
drag it out of your hand in TTS. So
Sure.
Okay.
waffles on that a few times, but it doesn't matter that much.
That is pretty annoying.
Okay, not bad. I will pay 1 off a Rainbow Generator naming white.
Here we go.
And pay another naming orange.
Alright, let's do it.
Did you pay to draw this turn?
No, I drew off of Rainbow Generator entering play.
Oh. Alright.
That is an effective Rainbow Generator, actually a lot of
This
people
card
forget.
too much. Yeah, you're all good.
Okay, cool.
I'm just dumb.
It's 6 power over there, that's fine. Let's play Orchard Blossom.
All right.
Alright, show me the money!
Ooh,
Oh, it got
nice
one.
That's the money right there.
Spoopy indeed. So we'll go ahead and plop Luna into play right there, which is fine.
CP also nicely representing with the
And of course,
branded
Exhaust
card
Frightened
backs.
Professor of Kindness. Because why not?
That's a pretty good reason.
Score face.
Yep.
Go for a point.
Uh-huh.
And
Ready
flips.
for the face-off?
Okay.
Ooh, that's not
We
a
had
good flip.
both drawn those.
Yeah,
You would have
flip
felt
that
good
golden
until
parachute.
I played a Meadowbrook.
Is a problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Call that.
then
Oh,
I mean,
you're
I
in the
think both
discard
players
pile, so.
would have liked to have
Oh
both
yeah,
of
that's
those.
not bad either.
Fair point. Yes.
I
Okay.
just want to
All
expand
you.
a little bit about what I said at the beginning, where whether or not you pick
Meadow.
orange or white.
Sure.
If you pick white, you kind of have to go infiltrating the hive,
Microphase.
but at the same time, you could
Sure.
pay 2, discard 2 cards, put down the changeling token, and then immediately get have it bounce by like unsatisfactory work. So personally, I don't like taking that route versus yellow decks, but if you did want to do that, that is, you know, a risk you might want to have to take.
Mhm.
So I prefer to start with something like Buckball Championship
Friends always there.
and orange, so I could get something like a limestone out earlier if possible.
Put these bad
2 ideas to play the same deck, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see how there's
2 for yellow.
advantage and disadvantage to both. Meanwhile, it looks as
Yep, that'll
though
work.
Luna is
I
not
will
long for this
confront
world.
Apollo
Nope.
Okay.
and bounce Luna.
Okay. Then it goes back to hand.
Friends always there is such value in this deck. It's
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
Yep.
What is that 3 copies of in Josh's hand right now?
That is 3 defend the
Defend a
hives.
hive?
Yes.
Oof.
Which, yep, pretty good card for Thorax, especially once he gets a bunch of critters out, as he has now.
So what is Thorax at now? Is that 7?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. All right, we in the danger zone.
So if you're grandpa's, right? Well,
You have a fat hand.
it's true. Yeah.
But
Meadowbrook, Luna.
problem with Reanimator is that a lot of the time you can't do anything with the majority of your fat hand.
What do I need to do to play a card from my hand face down?
Yeah, so hold it and then press F. So it flips and then you take it out of your hand. Yeah.
Yes, this will
That's
trip up
okay,
people
they're
who
all-
play Octagon
they're all
because in
equally
Octagon you
bad
hold down
moves.
Shift. And the card isn't revealed while you drag it out onto the field.
That much. Also, you could have.
I only learned how to do that like 2 weeks ago.
It worked out.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, because I didn't play any
Sorry.
decks that had a lot of cello makers in it, so I like
Sure, legal.
never had to play a cello maker
Right.
in
Right.
Octagon.
Let's see, what else do we want to do here? And I think I'm going to just save and bank. Pass to you.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. 3 actions.
You know, Josh could drop that
I will enter.
dilemma to dodge
Frugal
potentially having all
Phase.
this stuff get frightened. I think that's a
Okay.
Grogar under there.
Yes, that was a Grogar out of grandpa's hand.
Yeah, might be worth.
Plays
Yes.
yeah.
I'll do defend the hive.
Oh yeah, right. He's got defend hive. Whoops.
All right, so he's
I
gonna just
will fight Grogar.
fight his own Grogar.
God,
yeah.
having 3 of them is so good.
2/7.
Yep, looks good. Ready to flip?
Yep. Unfortunately, you flip higher than me.
Just barely. Oof.
Oh, you
Huh?
win.
Enough. Or wait, no, that's right. That's 5. Yeah.
That's a pair of 5s.
Yeah,
That way.
I'm so clever. I put a Grogar into my discard pile. I'm sure that's good news for later. Yeah. I'm going to enter the score phase and attempt to confront Infiltrating.
That's a DFO.
Yep, you're fine.
Yep. There we go.
And Hope Hollow.
Yep, that's fine.
He gets the best of both worlds.
Okay.
Ooh, you really want to. That'd be pretty nice to have as well.
Let's see. So I score the point, then this trigger.
I don't think
Go
the
deck for a thing.
the Reanimator deck has any major immediate speed shenanigans to deal with any of this.
Search your deck for that thing.
Will.
Yeah, so far as I'm aware, not
Um,
really.
I'm going with Staff of Sakanas.
Sure,
Shuffle
that's
my
fine.
deck into hand. Everybody.
I think the only immediate speed things you've got are like High Alert and Mysterious Disappearance.
Okay, grand.
No, on Limestone, but that's another thing entirely.
Okay. No home limit issues.
That is
But like
a
something like some kind of combat, like I mean combat trick, but you know,
Four,
score
okay.
phase trick
Mhm,
to
mhm.
disruption.
that is a grand reopening that Grandpa's is looking at right now,
Okay.
as well as too many Fluttershies on the bottom.
Eight to 1, a sizable lead, but you know, not
Go to
not
Troublemaker
unwinnable.
phase. Uncover.
Sure.
from
That
Reanimator.
It's Grogar.
that is the thing about Reanimator. Once it gets going, it kind of really slams the brakes on your opponent's tempo.
Yeah, but it's gonna be
I
pretty
like
hard to
where
get
the
things
points went,
going,
but I'm
especially with
suddenly
another Defend the Hive.
how many fewer Grogars I have than you.
Just thinking here.
Sure.
So doing that reveals a card out of your hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's play a Limestone.
Apologies,
I hate
by
it,
the
but
way.
I respect it.
I know there's a little bit of feedback on Josh's mic.
I'll play a Golden Parachute as well.
Okay.
I spent a couple nights this week trying to get it out in like audio editing, but
Okay, pass the turn.
turns out audio
Oh,
editing
well.
is hard.
So
All
without
right.
the parachute,
Four
Limestone has
actions,
2 important
one
targets to hit, which
card,
is one
no
too many.
Start of turn triggers.
Right.
But with the parachute, you can pretty much safely ignore the Yona.
Well,
So
for a few
So-
turns at
I'm not
least.
gonna do anything
Yeah, so which
sneaky
means
in
that you can shut
Troublemaker
out
phase,
the
so I'll hit
possibility of
phase.
Defend the Hive, Thorax into Grogar.
Right.
Because then you can use Limestone to turn off Thorax's ability,
So,
which makes winning way harder.
Top decked this, so I'll play a Meadowbrook.
So
Seems
that
good.
would be the much better play.
Two to move.
Parachute's still not
Thorax.
useless
Uh-huh.
in the discard.
The-
Once.
Yep.
To move Yona.
But you can then discard like
Sure.
Luna and Torch, and then
I will
Orchard Blossom them back.
confront too many Fluttershies.
No, we're going to Limestone Thorax, I believe. No, Limestone and Thorax does not work. We're going to Limestone. We're going to Limestone Yona, which is the proper choice.
Yep, that's good.
All right, I'll take a point. I'll get a very super important, incredibly relevant move, and back to you.
Okay.
That was the trigger off of too many
Alright.
Fluttershies.
5.
GP, I think it's like somewhere around here that I
Draw.
told you about the hand thing. I think. Maybe one more turn.
All right, roll dice.
Let's play Orchard Blossom.
Oh yes, another Limestone is really nice. Oh, Canes is really good too.
Not bad, not bad.
You have the protection from Parachute still, so.
And suddenly those Defend the Hives in Josh's hand are a lot less attractive.
Yep.
I'll spend 1 AT to flip my main.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Josh pointed out in chat,
Good price.
that Rainbow Generator survived Meadowbrook, and we just didn't care.
I think it's past the point of it being relevant, hopefully. But there are times when you
And
may
I will
want
go
to
to-
pay a lot more than one
know.
to flip Student 6, depending on how late in the game
I
it
will go to
is.
Score Face.
Yep, you're all good.
Of course, Christmas
Okay,
land
going for a
times you get it like
point,
turn 1,
and
turn
I'm
2,
gonna get back Rainbow Generator.
before all these confronts have
Oh,
happened.
shoot!
Okay.
It was from the discard pile, so
Explosion.
it's one of those things.
Unfortunately, getting your student 6 flip this late into the game very
Rainbow generator
know,
back in my hand.
usually means that you don't have a good time.
True enough, yeah.
Which puts me in excess of hand limit. So I will discard a Luna.
All right.
And
Neat.
counter on student 6.
Yes.
I'm going to spawn a d6. 1 sec.
Sure.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All you.
So let me see. Cadence, aside from having
Boy,
the
Cadence is a
+2 to play
good
events,
card.
it is
Your friends cost 1 less,
She's very
and
annoying.
4 actions. Draw a card.
yeah, your friends cost 1 less, and every time they play a card, you draw a card.
alrighty. Good. Josh still is ahead by 7 points, though.
Oh, he's got, Grandpa's has plenty of time. If this was the standard 35 minute time limit, I would be worried. I don't what is the time limit in this one?
2 hours 45
For all 3 games.
For all 3 games, yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
you
okay.
can. Cool. All right. 2 to give you a draw. I mean, play Staff of Sakanas.
Yep, I will take a draw. Okay.
1 to enact my masterly plan. So I'll use stick. Target
Oh, the
your
staff.
I see what you're up to. I see what you're up to.
Currently, it is 11.
A lot.
to 4.
A lot to 4.
It is 11 to 4. Okay, ready?
Yes,
Yep.
I'm good.
That is a face-off that, well,
That's okay. You're targeting Limestone's still around. It's okay.
Okay. I will
But I don't think that's big
use
enough.
limestone on Yona, of course.
Okay, gotta save that. Playing against yellow and decks with Yona and Thorax, it's really important to be able to manage your limestones.
that modifier will stick around after he's gone, for this turn at least. Well, I mean, it
Yeah,
always
you
lasts till the end of
if
the
you
turn, but yeah.
limestone the wrong thing, for example, then your setup can quickly go down the drain.
None else.
Mhm. And right now, protecting Cadence
Take
is
a moment.
paramount.
That's all I have left in life. So, does playing a troublemaker trigger Cadence?
You're playing a card.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that's one that a lot of people also forget.
Mhm.
Playing a troublemaker is playing a card.
Then I won't.
Okay.
I will just grind Fluttershy's and move a critter.
Okay.
And back to you.
All right. Gaining 4. Drawing a card.
Oh,
That 1 AT left over on Josh's side
Yes.
is pretty scary.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
yeah, it's not
We can
optional.
see his hand, know that there's no unsatisfactory work there, but
Okay.
that is a threat.
Let's do.
Oh, it's a
more
good point.
fun stuff.
Yeah,
I love
Grandpa's
fun
points out.
things.
Cadence.
Don't you love fun things?
Needs to be at least 3 AT to play.
My definition of
Unsatisfactory
fun
work for
might
1
differ
AT
from
is
yours,
really gross.
but,
Unsatisfactory
things I
work for
think are
3
fun, I
AT
like.
is just
Fair enough.
the opposite.
I'm going to spend 3 action tokens.
Okay.
And we're going to
Immediate
play
speed
Orchid
resources
Blossom.
1.
Okay. Well, that's still an easy choice. It was always going to be
Yeah.
Luna.
Yeah.
Not sure if it was always going to be Luna, but at this point, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Twilight if she'd come up,
Let's
maybe.
get rid of that Yona right now.
But
I think
Ooh.
I think that's a second in my head a catchy song that he's dumped into the discard pile.
that's correct. Yeah, I think
what else
so.
do you want to do?
But now he's in a good spot. Luna
Oh,
and
yeah.
Cadence
To-
are the two good control-oriented cards.
He's almost got the
Spend
trifecta.
1 action token to play Smolder and Sandbar over here.
And it looks like that 8-point deficit's going to be coming down here pretty quick soon.
Now you gotta pay 3 to move Thorax.
And let me just think here for a moment. Okay, so there's no form of disruption that you could have right now, which is fine. So
I like having Torch
let's
out
just
in order to
go
start
the
removing
score
all of the,
phase.
Frightened Friends that give Thorax free power, and also all the
Correct, I don't
tokens
do
as well.
anything. You make it in front
Yeah,
of both.
fair point.
Okay, we will do that. Trigger on grand opening. Absolutely not. We're going to leave that thing right there where it belongs. Flip for face
Oh,
off.
parachute. Yeah. Yep, good to flip.
Okay.
Thank you, in, but
I'm
GP
pretty
has
sure
now
I've got
flipped
it.
both
10,
of his
12,
other
14,
parachutes.
16, 19.
So
That's pretty
Yeah,
annoying.
I have to have it.
unfortunate for him, yeah.
with flip, I have 18.
With flip, you have 18.
Because Thorax is 11. He's doing most of the work.
He is doing a lot of work. So I'm at 5, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yep, okay, got up by 1.
Was
I wonder
it by
if,
1
yeah,
or by
I wonder if he had
6?
the AT
It was by
to,
1.
instead of playing.
Alright, not bad. Seeing as
Actually,
you
no,
have
never
flipped
mind.
it by 2 or 3 or something.
Grab 1 for the bonus.
Has Student 6 only got 2 counters on it so far?
Against a leaner aggro deck,
Yeah,
it becomes
he
almost
flipped it
impossible
last
to
turn.
face-offs.
Yeah.
There's
Solve this
Josh
problem.
confronted and he confronted, yeah.
Another Invillager.
Okay.
The counter on Student 6.
Oh,
of
I
course,
see.
as
There we go.
required.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yeah, I always lag.
Having
and
3 on
doing
Student
that,
6 is really
essentially,
nice.
we'll
Lets
see
you
if we really
play
gain 3 in its core.
Well, that's an easy 3 for
Miss
him to get
Main.
rid of, huh?
I believe that, yeah, that works. That works
Okay,
for sure.
all you, sir.
What's this one?
I
That's the
remember I
limestone.
didn't
Oh,
play it
the
at first, and then my mind exploded when I
Yes,
did
of course.
remembered that you could do that.
Alright.
Not my best moment.
5.
Or that you could do what?
card.
You can use Student 6 to play Miss Main for free, and you
Right.
still get the
Oh,
um,
yeah,
you still get the points because it's when you play trigger
It does.
ability, whatever.
And during your end of Troublemaker phase,
Yep, which I'll go straight to.
I'm going
Okay.
to Mysterious Disappearance.
I guess I'll let you pay the whole cost first, but yeah.
Ditch that.
Yes, you should do that.
And ditch that. Banish your staff.
Oh, you have Spanish. You have Miss Main, so I guess it technically matters.
It sure does.
All right, so aside from being 5 points down, this is looking much better for Grandpa's.
Oh yeah.
Josh is going to have 9 AT. Oh, wait, no. It is his turn right now. So he's got 5 AT to work
Few
with.
of the cards in my hand are good anymore.
Unfortunate having a handful of events playing with a cadence on the other side of the board. Alrighty, I will try to fill in the void for you, Pages.
No, it's all good.
Small bit of a lull here. Understandably, tough decisions for Josh. Only 5 points away. He's got to look real close. It's not it's not hard for him to score 1 point every turn. But the Reanimator deck scores more than that each turn. Once it has
I mean,
enough.
ideally the Thorax deck does too, but gotta get the Trollmakers in there.
Much thinking is required.
fair
of
point.
me.
And this Thorax deck doesn't have Bunyips in it, I think, right?
That is correct, yeah.
Yeah, so that idea is out the window as well. Just gotta get in there, get dirty.
I think the best choice is a boring choice for now. So I will pay 3 to move Thorax.
Okay.
Boring but
Ace eight,
practical.
I'll go to score phase and confront.
Score phase is fine.
I'll move Meadowbrook up. Oh, I have to pay for
Which
that.
is-
Gotta
Do
pay
I
for that.
Hmm.
I think you might as well. But then you have 3 events that are all taxed, so
Right, yeah.
Tough question.
Might be
there's a
worth
big
it.
strain on your AT.
Is it worth that?
And the question is, does he think he can actually win the face-off or
I
not?
think it is actually.
Okay.
Back to you.
Well, on the next turn you'll have 6
Game
AT,
five.
which is
Try
2 events if you so wishes. Ooh,
Not
Zom
if-
ponies.
Ooh.
Not if one of them's defend the hive. That one costs 4.
Yep, that one will cost 4. Okay, so he could play Torch off of 2 and 6, or he could play Miss Main. I think I prefer Miss Main.
Luna readies. Let's start with Luna frightening one of your critter tokens.
Sure. Blah.
Let's spend
I would
2
like
AT.
for Grandpa to get a limestone back in
Let's
some way or another.
play a Miss Main.
Oh, he's got one frightened right there at home.
All right.
I'm going
fine.
to choose to get back Orchard Blossom.
That's a good one. Let me take a look at your discard so that your
Looks like he wants
choosing
more
first
big
to
stuff.
can inform me.
That's all we do. All
Oh
day, every
boy,
day.
There are 2 things I would hate for there to be on the board, but I mean, one of them can't be on the board again just yet. Okay. One point really could matter. Can't do it.
I think you think
I'm
I said
surprised.
limestone. I think I did say limestone.
Yeah, that's
Let's remove a 4 counter and exhaust student 6.
Yep.
We're going to play Orchard Blossom. Surprise, surprise.
and we get to all 3.
Okay, that's fine.
Ah. Gives you an extra option if you'd like it.
Nope. Going to be
Boom,
perfectly
there we
satisfied
go.
with limestone.
That's fair.
Hey, look at that. I know what I want.
Okay. Then I'm going to unfrighten limestone at home.
Sure.
Okay. Nice.
Exhaust Smolder and Sandbar, discarding Rainbow Generator to reduce the confront requirements of too many Fluttershies by 2.
Sure.
Too many is 8 for him, so
And
that
It's
confront
very
too many
large.
Fluttershies.
You get it.
got it. Yeah.
And face off.
Okay.
Ooh, not bad.
That's okay.
Okay. So you
Um,
currently have a lot.
I believe
17, I think.
Josh. What does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4,
3, 4,
7.
5, 6,
10.
7, 8,
That's
9,
right.
10,
But-
Plus,
11,
yeah, I
10,
think Josh is up.
I'm counting.
Right.
I'm
But
But that's
TP
okay,
has
you have
a
limestone.
7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sure. We'll go ahead and exhaust limestone to shut off thorax and take the point.
Right, having 2 limestones out at the same time is almost pretty much the point in which I feel very, very safe.
I mean, that's
10,
not bad.
3, let's see, 2, 4,
All right.
8, 9, 10,
And
11.
after
You are
this-
correct. We are still tied. Look at that.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, the
that's fine.
sick,
Let's do it
the
again.
6-7
Just 1
flip.
point.
Ooh, you got it though.
Oof.
He
Alright.
says it's
That's
just
an
1
important one.
point, but he only
That's-
needs 4. That's just
that's some
25% of
luck.
your way to winning from now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get that counter back on student side. Okay.
After this face-off, GP is gonna
And
retire
we're
to
gonna get
home
rid of
limit and have two
Smoldering
limestones and
Sandbar.
two tricorns.
Smoldering Sandbar and Mistmane. And Orchard Blossom.
The Orchard Blossom. I mean, you kind of want Orchard Blossom in the discard pile,
Okay.
anyways.
Yeah.
At this
That's
point.
pretty fearsome home.
A
Stuff.
tiny one.
All right, your turn.
Okie doke. Fall. Alright. 5 actions up to 6, draw a card.
All right. Well,
I think without Josh, like the knowledge of Josh's
So
hand,
expensive.
I think it might be a good idea to just use Limestone on Thorax right now. As like a safety measure.
yeah. I mean, it's probably You don't know if that limestone's gonna stick around. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he has no Pegasi right now, so
Oh wait. Oh yeah, there isn't. It's really hard to see. But he does okay. Doesn't Tough Love still work?
yes, Tough Love
The
does.
opposing friend with 3 or more power into his owner's
A
hand?
lot more actions to make
Yes.
it.
Well, that card is in this deck.
But GP does have
Is like
an open
board
parachute in
play.
his discard still.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah, at some point, I think you have to think about whether or not you just want to
Just 4 on principle.
just kind of bite the bullet and get rid of it.
Because I'm an excited.
Especially with 4 cards left in hand, there could be 3 cards that GP would like to still have sitting there.
Mhm.
Tough Love is 2 AT, so that costs 4. Sometimes it could be worth it. At this point, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think just be better off just trying to go for confronts to
Got a
finish
super
out.
helpful remark. This game would be a lot easier if you didn't have all of those amazing cards on your board.
Right?
Oh no, you've got one amazing card that doesn't ever leave the board.
Was that
Fair
valuable
enough, yeah.
information to you?
It was. Thank you.
But yeah, with only 3 points to go and 5 AT per turn, GP's still only at 7. Probably correct to just kind of crawl
The
to
problem
the
is like
finish line.
it's an arduous crawl.
Yeah.
And at this point, a 5-point lead might not be enough. Because you're spending all of your resources per turn just trying to, get to the confronts. Meanwhile, on the other side, they could still be developing their board in some way.
Just because of all these constraints, my deck plays very differently, so I have to think a lot harder.
Yep. Yeah, staring down that side of the board is not fun.
Yep. And as Josh was saying in chat, it's still got a handful of events which are
Not great.
questionable. Yes.
I mean, on Josh's side, what could you really hope to have right now?
Well,
2 Yonas?
Yona, yeah. Troublemakers, potentially. If he was capable of farming, well, I mean, Thorax would be turned off, I guess, so it wouldn't be that good.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, it's taking a while, but there's a lot to think about.
I will draw a card.
All right. Fire chip, well, Saves you 1 AT on the
to
moves.
use the pirate ship.
So efficient.
I am the best and the most efficient. I turn all the lights off when I'm not in the
Ooh, Meadowbrook.
1 to draw for you is what I mean.
Yes, indeed. I love it when my opponent pays 1 so that I can draw a card. That's the best.
Isn't it great just being able to do things
Okay,
and
can I
to
have my
get
point,
stuff,
please?
and you didn't even have to lift a finger to do
You
it?
seem to disagree with me here.
Actually, you do lift a finger
I mean,
to
I
draw
like
the card,
it when
but
that happens. I am very surprised at how thorough this lock is when your 4 best cards are just there in my face.
It's
ruining my
not.
life.
It's not bad. I'm pretty happy with it. Had some ground to make up this game for sure. So we'll see.
honestly, with this matchup, you're always gonna have to make up some ground. But
who knows? Maybe we'll get to do something fun.
So who do you think's got the upper hand here?
Grandpa's.
You are at 13. Okay.
Okay.
I think it really depends on maybe the problems that get flipped.
It's
But
true.
it's pretty much the turtle versus the hare, and the hare like woke up and is almost there.
When you move a character to this problem for the first time each turn, you may move another character here. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
It's approximately right, at least.
Go in Meadowbrook.
Go to where?
Go to Beskirt.
I hate that place.
She just need a little bit of skir. It's fine. Okay, you're gonna go up to 7. That
If he is, of course, thinking about like he's gonna DFO this turn. Is basically
somewhat.
That would be
scary.
ideal.
yeah. But wants to do it in the most efficient way possible.
Yeah, because you need the AT. You gotta keep the AT
So
around.
what is best thing to do here? I think we go 2 AT to move Luna. 2 AT to move Cadence.
Mm-hmm.
And we will consider about how many AT we need to save.
Yep, pretty much when you're nearing late game, you always have to think about like a turn or two ahead as to how much AT you're gonna have.
I would go up to.
It's fair. He asked about swaying the sea ponies. We know that's in Josh's problem deck. Is 8.
There's too
confront.
many Fluttershies.
Yeah.
As well.
So those are both big
Just
problems.
thinking
That would
I hate
be
it.
You hate thinking?
issues.
I mean, I hate.
I actually think bigger problems would be
If you didn't, I would win.
better for Grandpa's because you
Much-
can just turn
much
off
easier?
Thorax, and it makes it way harder for
I was
Josh
gonna
to
say
be able
much
to
faster,
get
but,
enough
like,
power
that
over there,
implies
especially with the
something
hand he's got.
eventually, which is starting to look suspect.
Not very bueno. Like it's easy. I think it's easier for GP to get more power to a problem, right?
What we're gonna do
Yeah, that's
here-
a fair point, I guess. Yeah.
So it's like you would prefer to have to see those
that shows
bigger
it anyway.
problems.
Oh well. I'm gonna play a troublemaker over here for 1. I wonder what it could be. Definitely not that card that I just held out over the entire playmat.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, fantastic!
The question at this point apparently was whether to use the counters from Student 6 or to
now I can
play Smaller
narrow it
Sandbar for
down
180.
One of 2 different
Or to play that
troublemakers.
Chalamaker.
Indeed, you can. I'll
Fair
remove
point.
the two.
I would have actually what I would have probably enjoyed doing. I'm not sure if there still is a
Let's do it again. Everybody's favorites.
what do you call it? Yeah, okay. So you use 2 counters to play Smaller Sandbar
Would you
Okay.
instead
like
of
2
paying 1
points?
for it.
I would like 2
Just a-
points. Let's see if I can get 3.
You can definitely have 2.
All right, let's go for the flips.
If you've been
Just
getting
to
screwed with
imagine
the
how you
flips a
go
lot, you know, you might want to have
Ah, yes.
a little bit of insurance as well.
That's pretty good. You
Oof.
love flipping those
Oof.
staffs, man. But you
You
know
know-
what? I'd rather see him on the bottom of your deck. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna call this okay.
I love drawing them
you ready?
more. Yeah, you win by a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess. You don't
What I would
necessarily
have
win unless you
enjoyed
use the
seeing was
Yona
whether or not he
the
would keep the 2, go up to
limestone.
3,
Well, you
and
got
hopefully
3,
rip a
4,
Miss
5,
Main off the
6,
top.
7, 8 on Thorax,
yeah.
9, 15, and I'm at 5, 10, 15,
I think that would have been
17. So yes,
hilarious.
I do win even without that.
All right. You get to keep them
Grab
both.
the 1 more point.
Oh, still have the limestones. That's pretty good.
All right, show me, show me.
Did he just like he dropped the
Distracted.
sandbar directly on
Yeah,
top
that
of a
would've been
You know what?
limestone?
That's
He did, yeah.
That's okay. That's also okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like
No,
how
Sandbar.
TTS
You don't
magnetizes
feel
your cards like that.
We're a 2-power body.
For some games, it's really useful. Maybe not for this
All
one.
right, sir. It's all to you.
Yeah, it
Big
can be good
money,
when
no
you've got a
whammies.
pile of tokens or
I'm
whatever.
very impressed.
But yeah, with a big mess of friends,
by
it